What's up again, people? Welcome back to Patriots Public Opinion. This video right here is just about the way that I feel about the new generation of American youth. And, if you like listening to somebody rant and rave about their opinions, you're probably going to love it. If you hate people that actually aren't afraid to put their opinions out in the air, you're probably going to hate it. And I'm probably going to get some disrespectful comments. But anyway, here we go. So I had gone over to a friend of mine's house from work, me and my wife, to have dinner with him and hang out and all that kind of stuff. And he has a son. His son is 9 years old, 1 year older than my child. And this kid, every time you see him like this, stuck in his phone screen, all he talks about is everything online on, his TikTok and his Twitter and his Facebook account. The kid is also, at 9 years old, almost 230 pounds. He can't even wear regular pants. He wears gym shorts everywhere because he can't fit in regular pants. He has a weight problem that so many grown men don't have. Now, a lot of them in America do, but for a 9-year-old kid, that's terrible. That kid is going to have diabetes by the time he's 14 and probably die of cardiac arrest by the time that he's 18. Jesus. And seeing this kid, a lot of American youth are not that bad, but it just brought me to thinking about how our youth is compared to how they were when I was growing up. Now, I had the added benefit. My dad's job took us to multiple places, and originally growing up around our family, we grew up in a farm community, small town, rural America. Later on in my older youth, we moved to the city, and I got to live in that type of lifestyle and environment and meet those kind of people. And, the thing that's crazy, starting with the rural community, these farm boys, things like that, right? You grew up knowing things. You were taught things. I came from an era when not everybody had cell phones either. You had to run 10 minutes to Jimmy's house, pick up a house phone, and, make that call. Shit, I remember houses that had ASL dial-up internet. That'd tell you how old I am. But anyway, these farm kids, man, most of them grew up before they could drive a car. They knew about mechanics and engines and agriculture. They're part of the 4-H, Boy Scouts of America. You did things in class when we were younger. There was like science experiments and, had teachers that were actually interested in teaching you shit. I took a CPR class and got certified when I was in the 6th grade. These kids nowadays aren't doing that shit. Everything these kids learn, because the education system is broken and sucks. Every single thing that these kids are learning nowadays, they're learning from the internet. They're literally addicted to their technology like it's a fucking drug. And if you don't believe that shit is a drug, listen to this. I was watching a documentary the other day, and they were talking about that there's a new type of phobia that's been diagnosed in human beings where people actually freak out and break down if they don't have their cell phone on them. That's a phobia. That is a real life fear. That is insane. I know people that can't have a genuine conversation. Their whole family sits down to dinner, and instead of talking about their day, saying, I love you, how was school, all that, everybody's on their cell phones while they're eating. People that can't go to sleep without their cell phone, watching a video. Nobody, goes out and exercises anymore. The weight problem with the youth in America is insane. We're pumping out weak, stupid, technology-dependent Americans, people. And I hate to tell you this. If something ever happens in this world, it goes to that ultimate, point where survival is what we have to do as a people. This new generation's going to be fucked. Shit, I don't know what y'all know about a lot, and I'm not saying that I'm a scientist, but one of the first things that happens if there's a nuclear attack is that all of your technology gets knocked out. The nuclear weapon within a certain radius destroys the technology around it. So what? You're going to lose so many people, or have so many people having mental breakdowns just because of the fact that their technology is not working. And then fuck, not even to mention them trying to survive. The people that I believe have the best chance of survival and are the smartest in American society, I hate to tell you, and a lot of you are going to have unpopular opinions, but it's the folks that are raised in the inner city that have to live hard. The people that had to hustle and, grow up on the street to make it. And it's going to be them boys, out in the bayous and the backwoods and the hollers, the ones who grew up being, separated from the majority of their peers and actually had to grow up knowing how to do things to survive. It's scary. Even when I was growing up, we took camping trips. We took road trips. Me and my wife, we still try to do that with our kids. I think family road trips are a lost American piece of culture. A lot of people don't do it anymore. It's crazy. So many of these kids, man, they couldn't tell you, American history within the last 20 years, even though half of them want to bitch about it and complain about it and be offended by it, but they can't tell you nothing about it because they get their information from social media. They don't read. They don't actually do their own research or learn anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and like I said before, the education system is broken. It's real scary, yo.